Hi guys, hi my seasoners. How are you today? Oh, well, happy hump day. Happy hump day. You will always catch me looking my worst on these film days because I literally come home from work and I go and do um my workout and then the yoga thing and I come talk to you. Talk to everybody. I had a hot mess today. Oh, it's a hair washed kind of a day. Oh, it is. So I threw this thing up my hair um for the day. I literally I don't even know. I know what I want to talk about, but I'm going off on a tangent. I literally get up, I get dressed, I drive 2 minutes to work. I open the building up at 6:20 in the morning. I walk upstairs. I go into my little cubicle, and that is where I sit for 8 hours. Maybe two people see me, maybe three, if I'm lucky, maybe four. Yeah, so I've been on my job for 7 months now, and it's complete opposite of what I've ever done. But now I'm literally sitting in a cubicle, which I never thought I would be doing. But yeah, so then I'm like, why do I even like like you know, putting the whole makeup shebang on and getting like dressed super cute for what? I fucking sit there. I sit there for 8 hours. Oh my god, it's just like I don't know. Like I get super like frustrated. Like lately I've been getting super frustrated. But I also think because I haven't been feeling all that great. And there's just some things going on and I'm just having some like I don't know if it's kidney stone or what. I think cause I have those. I can get those, and so I haven't been feeling all that great. So, anyways, back to the video. So I wanted to talk to you guys about. I mean, obviously, my channel is about what I'm experiencing right now in this season of my life, what I have going on. I like my freaking therapy session here, right here. Um, I mean, let's talk about my man. Let's talk about my man Mike. So, yeah, we've been together today. Is actually, yeah, he doesn't do this kind of stuff. I mean, what guys do, but like it's 5 months today, right? So I've always been that type, though. Oh, it's a month. That's it. Not that I want a big celebration, but I acknowledge it. I acknowledge the fact that we've been with each other for 5 months. You've put up with me for 5 months. Huh. So I think I gotta talk to you guys about it in the one of the other videos, but how we met through TikTok. He DM'd me or whatever, and yeah, I think we together we I figured it out. It was like we were like a 9-10 year difference. Um, that doesn't bother me. That doesn't anymore. Kind of sort. God, I can't lie. It kind of does because when you put it into the perspective of like when I'm this age, she's gonna only be this age, and when I'm not, it's like, damn. But then you watch these reality TVs, and they're 20 plus years gap difference, and you're like, damn. I said in the beginning, if I was old enough to be your mom, your whoever's mom, I wasn't gonna date you. That's just not gonna happen. But you know, he's so great to me. I am so honored and blessed to have him in my life. This is the only man that I've been in a relationship with, in a relationship with status, that has been everything to me. That has been respectful, who has called me amazing things, good things, positive things, make sure that I'm aware of it, of all the good things, we haven't really fought. We've disagreed. Well, I don't even know if we've disagreed. I think we're still learning each other in this relationship. So there's like, little speed bumps along the way, but we talk through it, and I feel like it, always works itself out. And like with me being sick and stuff, and stuff that's happening right now, I was kind of like worried. I was worried to tell him, and I was worried to tell him because I feel like one, like he wouldn't care, and two, like he would look at me like I have problems, like, oh, you're old, you're getting problems, and I'm like, eh, I was really struggling with it, because I've had relationships where they just didn't give a shit. My last one never wanted to hear anything that I had going on medically. It was the weirdest thing. It was like, you're not supposed to, be that way. You're not supposed to be broken. You're not supposed to be sick. I'm like, okay. So maybe that's why, I was just so, I was so programmed to like not announcing that I had going on. Like with me personally, I just bottled it up. But I did tell him. I ended up telling him, and I had even wrote it through a text at work. I was like, I've been worried. I don't want you like this, you to leave me over me being, sick or whatever. And he's like, are you kidding me? I love you. And yes, he said I love you first, and he said it super early in the relationship, and that's amazing to me because my last relationship I was in for 2 years, and I thought that I loved him. I wanted to love him. I wanted to love somebody. I wanted something to work. Um, I think I almost said it. No, I know I almost said it one day, and he didn't say nothing back to me, and I felt so stupid. But it was like literally already over a year, and I never mentioned it. I think I might have danced around it, like, but there was nothing, like, there was no conversation, so we had never spoke about it. I was like, well, that's why it was an easy fucking breakup, because, it was already just like that. So anyways, back to my mind right now, the greatest one, and I told Mike, I said, look, I'm not, like, I was actively on a dating site when I met him, and I was like, look, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for marriage. And I'm not looking to date around. I'm not looking for hooking up. I'm not looking for nothing like that. I am looking for someone to finally just settle down with and come home to somebody. Come, have that security. And he said he agreed and that he wanted the same. And I made sure that I was like, have you dated this age, and this age? Because, I don't want it to bite me in the ass later that you wanted kids or blah, blah, blah. 'Cause I can't have kids. And even if I could, at this point in my life, yeah, no. You know, I'm finally where I can do whatever I want and go wherever I want. That I would never would even consider it at this part of in this era of my life right now. And he's fine with it. So all I'm saying is I'm in love, and it feels good to be in love. It feels good to have an honest love. It feels good to have a pure love. It feels good to have that security of being loved. I need to get out of my head that I don't, the distance thing, because it's really not an excuse. And that's what we've been kind of going back and forth with too, is the communication and the distance. So, I'm sure that there's people out there, my seasoners. There's some seasoners out there that are in this stage of life. Maybe you're in a stage where you want to find somebody. Maybe you're even in a stage where you don't want anybody. Because let me tell you, I never got to that. I think that I felt it now. I'm good being by myself. I was freaking by myself for the Jesus holidays. I was by myself. So, like, I think I even mentioned this before too. Any other past prior season before this, I wouldn't have been able to deal with being by myself. I would have fucking had a meltdown. I probably would have. I don't even know. I don't even know what I would have done. And I'm glad I didn't have to be in that headspace because I was fine being by myself. But I was never. I'm gonna be honest. I've never been in a headspace where I can be like, yeah, I can just live out the rest of whatever I have left by myself. I'm cool with that. I'm not. I don't know. It's even like straight out of the divorce and all that other crap that I went through. Um, I knew I wanted to get remarried. I wanted to be remarried one day. You know, so that's my freaking goal. And I think I do label myself as, oh, you're too old to be married. I need to stop that. I really, really need to stop that. And let me tell you, I never had that problem until my ex. He freaking, like, and this private video is more about that motherfucker. I'll get into him in a different video because I could probably make a full series off that man. And if you're watching, you know who and what I'm talking about. But I'm happy. It's only been 5 months, but I feel like we've progressed so much so fast. I'm not one to want to wait. No, I'm past that point too. I don't need a year to date you. I don't even need fucking 6 months to date you. I probably would have married the man already. He already knows that. But anyways, you guys, I want you to. The comments are off only because I didn't want, you get the shitty ones with the really good ones. But, I do have my email that if you want to drop me, where you guys are at in your life or, talk me into putting the comments on. I don't know. But I wanted to jump on here. I went 5 million different directions as probably this is what's going to be like until I can find a format, specific things. But like really, it's just like I like talking. It's like talking to my best friends. It's like getting everything off my chest. Yeah, but this week has been hard. It's been hard. It's been a struggle to want to get up out of bed and go to fucking work. Struggle is real. Alright, guys. Well, with that said, thank you for watching. You guys need to subscribe to my channel. I need to build my channel. I need to, I want to see who's out there. I want to see who's watching, what kind of audience I have. Alright, guys. Have a good rest of the day. And we'll catch up later. Bye.